Guys, it's Bree. So today we're going to be doing our May TBR. I would like to disclose firsthand, yes, I am wearing the exact same clothes as I did in my Owl Crate video because I was actually going to film this video before I had gotten my Owl Crate in. So I'm like, you know what, might as well just film the same video to be in the same day, to be honest, because I don't have time to do it later. But I would like to say, going off of this, that I am going to be putting some books onto this TBR before we go into the jar. I did not finish all my books for my TBR. Of course I didn't, because I didn't read that many books this month again. But I'm not going to force myself to carry over every single book from last month's TBR. I'm not going to do myself that. I'm not going to do that to myself. So I decided to do 2, and then I have one book that I am automatically going to be putting on this TBR because I need to read it before July. And you will know why probably as soon as I say it, why I need to finish it before July. So the first book we're going to be carrying over is going to be Roos's Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment duology. And this is one I've been wanting to read ever since I got it in. And I haven't had time. So we're going to be carrying over. We're going to be trying to read it for the next month. Hopefully I read it next month. It'll probably be like one of the first books I get to be honest, because I really, really want to read it. I've heard really good things about it. And I really just want to get back into, why did I forget their names? Why did I literally forget their names? Iris and Roman. I don't know why the heck I forgot their names. I really, really did. But I'm very excited for this one. Hopefully I get to it next month. I'm really, really hopeful of that. And the next book we're carrying over is going to be The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This one I'm carrying over because I've had this book for so long. I need to read it in general, and I need a historical fiction, of course. I've been loving historical fiction again lately. So I decided to carry this over so I can read it for next month and hopefully get to it. And then the book that I'm automatically going to be putting on this TBR to read is going to be Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert. That is because the next book, which is Dark Resistance or Restraint. It's like Dark Resistance, Dark Restraint. I forgot what it's called exactly. It comes out, I think, in July. Or does it come out in August? Am I lying to myself? Does it come out in August? I don't know. It comes out in July or August, and I really want to finish the rest of the series before the new book comes out, because I also still have Midnight Ruin as well to read. So I'm going to be putting this one on the TBR. This one right here follows Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Adonis, and Pandora. So it's 4 people in one book. We'll see how this works out. But like I said, I really love this series. I really think it's a very fun series to read. So I'm actually really, really excited for this one. And we're going to be putting on the TBR. So from there, we automatically have 3 books. We are going to be choosing 7 more from the TBR jar. I feel like, I'm not going to lie, I feel like 10 has been becoming a little bit too much for my TBR. But like I said, I like to have the choices either way. It gets me something I need to read and stuff like that. So we're going to keep it at 10 no matter what. So we're going to be choosing 7 from the jar. So in this jar, we still have some book titles and then some prompts. I will say my last TBR video, we took out a lot of book titles from here. So we shall see how many are left and how many prompts we have. And like I said last time as well, if I end up choosing a book from a prompt, but I do have the title in here, I will just pick another prompt or book. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and choose the next book for this TBR and see what it is. I am very, very nervous, actually, to see what this will be. So, okay. So let's pull this one out. Because if I remember what's in this jar, it's going to be crazy. Oh, no. Oh, one of them dropped. So it looks like a YA novel. Love that for me. Okay, so YA. I have a good amount of YAs behind me, actually. I have this TBR shelf, and then I have the other shelf behind me. Like I said, I moved my room around, so now I can actually pick, like, you can actually see my shelves. What do we want to do for YA? We have a good amount of YA here. I don't think I want a fantasy, because most of my fantasies and series is on this shelf. Let's do a YA standalone, or a contemporary YA, which are these ones right here. So we have Solitary by Alice Osman. We have The Silence That Bind Us by, is this Vanessa Ho? Oh, Joanna Ho. We have 5 Feet Apart, This Winter by Alice Osman. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This one I actually really want to read, so it might be that one. We have Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood, also contemporary, and then the Astounding Cove After by Emily X.R. Pan. That's all of the contemporaries. And then on the bottom, I have like the fantasies and then the what is it called? Like paranormal, like all that other stuff. That's all down here. We have some good titles there as well. I think out of all of these books, I don't want to do a series because I'm trying not to get into another series right now because I'm trying to finish them. So it may not be Aristotle and Dante. You know what? I kind of want to do Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood because Allie Hazelwood is, like I said, she's one of my instant buy authors. I love her books. I love everything by her, and I have yet to read. This one is her YA debut, and it is a contemporary romance. And I feel like I can get through this pretty quickly because it looks really, really small. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and choose this one for the prompt for the YA book. A little romance, a little contemporary, and everything like that. Like I said, I've been wanting to read more YA contemporary. I used to read it a lot growing up, but I have yet to like read a lot of it. So that's a good choice for that. I think I'm happy with that choice. So we're going to go ahead and choose the next prompt or title. Okay, so this one is going to be, a book with sprayed or stencil edges. So this is going to be probably one of my special edition books that I have, which are actually on the other side of the room. So I'm going to have to get up and actually grab those. So I shall be right back with the choice that I have. Okay, so I got my choices for this prompt. I love how though the one Owl Crate book that I kind of wanted to read is the only one that I have that doesn't have stenciled edges. So I will say, if you didn't know this, Owl Crate started doing stencil edges, I think around last year, around March. They started doing sprayed stencil edges and stuff like that. So I have a couple, my first two Owl Crate books I ever gotten don't have sprayed edges. But, I mean, I think that one's in this prompt, so I'm not too upset about it. But these are the three choices I have right now. I did two books that I've had for a while from Owl Crate that were like, some of them I almost had for like about a year, and then one of the newer ones from this year. So the first one we have is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. This one I'm really, really excited to get into, to be honest, because I read Alexandra Bracken's lore and I really enjoyed that. And then this one I believe is Arthur inspired, like King Arthur inspired. I don't know, but it does have like the silver sprayed edges, so that one has, of course, sprayed edges for that prompt. We also have Garden of the Curse by Katie Rose Poole. This has been one that I think was on my TBR one time, or I almost chose my TBR and I didn't read it. It has the purple edges, and this one I do really want to get into because the second book was announced as an Owl Crate edition, and I may or may not have pre-ordered it, even though I have not read this one, but I've been wanting to read it for a while. It sounds really good. I believe it is a mystery that has to have like has like a fantasy element in it, so I'm actually very excited about that one. And then we have A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Soft. This one is the January Owl Crate book, the January Owl Crate book, and I've been wanting to read this one actually ever since I got it in because it looks so good, especially because the way it's described and everything like that. It was one I was interested in too whenever I was on Barnes. But I think I might hold off on this one just for a little bit, and it has the pink sprayed edges. I think out of all of these books, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go with Garden of the Curse by Katie Rose Poole. Like I said, it has mystery in it. It has some magical elements in it. And like I said, the second book is going to be released, I think, in June. Or we're gonna get the second book in June. So I want to read it before then. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do Garden of the Curse for this prompt. And I'm actually really excited about that. I've been wanting to read it for a while, so glad I was able to put it on this TBR. And then on to the next prompt. So that's 5 books, so we need to choose 5 more. Okay, so I'm actually really scared because, like I said, I remember some of the titles that are in here, and the titles that are in here are pretty crazy. So let's do this one. Okay. Ooh, a number in the title. Okay. So let's make sure there's none over there on that shelf. Okay, there's none over there on that shelf because that show is my special editions, and then I have some romances over there. So let's go ahead and turn back this way, if my knee will allow it. My knee has actually been hurting a lot, so I can't bend the way I want to. So number in the title, off the top of my head, the only one I know is Six of Crows, which is down here. So Six of Crows is probably going to be my only option unless I can find another one. There's like so many books over here. I have so many books on my TBR now. It's not even funny. Ooh, actually, we do have another one, which is down here as well, and that's The Second Deaths of Eddie and Violet Bond. This one is, I believe, paranormal. I am so close to the camera. I'm so sorry. But this one is paranormal. This one is an option. And it's a standalone too, so I can read the standalone. But I will say I've had Six of Crows longer, so I feel like I should go with Six of Crows, but I also don't feel like getting it from the pile down here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and go with The Second Deaths of Eddie and Violet Bond. This by Amanda Glaze. It looks great, actually. I've been wanting to read more like paranormal kind of like books like this. I actually really like paranormal. Wait, is it paranormal? I feel like it is paranormal. Spirit World, paranormal to me. So we're going to go ahead and add this one to the TBR. Oh my gosh, I need another romance. I need a romance. These are all like, I have 2 romances. I need another one, guys. Okay, so hopefully our next one will help us choose a romance. Okay. Okay, so this one. Ooh, let's see what it is. Ooh, a book that was gifted. Okay, so the books that were gifted to me. Let's go ahead and turn around yet again. Okay, so the books that were gifted to me, I know off the top of my head is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, which is down here. The Wrath of the Dawn is as well, which I don't know where that one is right now. I think it's over here in the corner behind me. That one was gifted. The Giver was gifted up here as well. I got that for Christmas. I also got these 2 book series for Christmas. And I think, I'm trying to remember if there was something up here that was gifted because of, All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Is that her name? Adeline Grace. That was also gifted to me by my brother for Christmas. So, I'm not gonna lie, out of all of these, majority of the books that were gifted to me were series. And a lot of them were like big series too. I mean, some of them are duologies, but also some of them are big series, like Shatter Me is pretty big. The Giver over here, that one was kind of long because that's a 4-book series. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna go with This Winter by Alice Osman because this was given to me by my brother. Was it Alejandro? Yeah, my brother Alejandro for Christmas. And this one is a novella, so it's really freaking short. It's a small little thing. It's like only less than 100 pages, actually. I think so. Let's double check her. I'm pretty sure it's like less than 100 pages. Yeah, it's about 100 pages or less. So it should take me literally a day to read this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the TBR, guys, because I need something short. I need something fun. And it's contemporary as well, which I want to read a little bit more contemporary. And I love Heartstopper. It's one of my favorite series of all time. So happy to get that back in there. So we're going to have that right there as well. So 7. So we have 3 more to choose, guys. I'm actually liking the way this TBR is shaping out. But like I said, we just need another romance on here. And I will be fine. Okay, let's see what we got. This one right here. It's scaring me. Oh, it's a book title. Oh, yay! Okay, so this is actually one of the books that I really want to read. And it's Ravel. By this one is Lisa Mia Smith, I believe. But it's on my special edition shelf, so I have to go grab that one as well. So I shall be right back. Okay, so we have Ravel right here. So this is actually the book that I've been wanting to read for the longest time. I've had this book for a year. This was last February's Owl Crate book. And I have still to read it. Why is it taking me so long? I don't know, because I actually am really, really excited to read it. So this was the title. Very excited about this. Very, very hyped to get into this book. I'm trying to remember if this was actually on one of my TBRs and I just didn't get to it. But I will be reading this month, no matter what. And if I don't, you can slap me in the face. Like, I don't really care at that point. So we have that one there. 8. So 2 more to go, guys. Okay, let's see how this works out. I'm actually scared with it going lower and lower. Okay, so this one is, ooh, a Greek retelling. I literally could have put Cruel Seduction on there. Should I mean, technically, I do have other Greek retellings. I will say that. I do have other Greek retellings. But what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to change the rules just a little bit, is we're going to do Cruel Seduction for this prompt. So we're going to moving Cruel Seduction to the top. So I have it in order. We're going to be moving to the top. And we are going to be choosing 2 other books because I don't want 2 Greek mythologies in 1 month, to be honest. Even though I will say I could put Midnight Ruin on this TBR as well so that I can read it right after. But I don't want to do that to myself just in case I don't read this one in this month, even though I probably will, to be honest. Like, I'm wanting to. So we're just going to be putting Cruel Seduction. We're going to be using that as the Greek retelling one, and we're going to choose 2 other prompts. Of course I'm going to be doing that because, you know what? It's my TBR. It's my rules. So we have that there. So on to number 9 again. Okay. Ooh, I smell that perfume I used from the Owl Cray box. It smells good. It's just really strong. It's this one right here. Let's see what it is. Ooh, a book you want to reread. Oh no, not a book I want to reread. Actually, I already know what book I want to reread so bad because I have, if you could somewhat see up there, I doubt you can see what's up there. I have Vengeance of the Pirate Queen up there, which I really want to read so bad. But I've been wanting to reread Daughter of the Pirate Queen, which is over here on my shelf. So let me go grab it. Oh, so that we can add it to the pile. Daughter of the Pirate Queen, guys. I will say this. This is my favorite one of my favorite duologies of all time. I will say that quickly right here. It's what got me, like, my start of loving, like, pirate books. I love pirate books. I love anything to do with the sea and stuff like that. I read this book basically in a day. I stayed up really late reading it one time, and I know I'm going to love it rereading it. And like I said, I've been really wanting to start Vengeance of the Pirate Queen, but I've been wanting to read Daughter of the Pirate King. This is one like book series I've been wanting to read for the longest time, and I got the chance. Do I have a lot of other books on my TBR that I need to read? Of course I do, guys, but if we get a chance to reread something, it's going to be this one. And this book isn't even that long. This book is only 310 pages, I believe. So I should be able to get through it like one of these days if I just cut time out and just reread this one. Because I've read it before, so it's going to be way more fast paced for me. So yes, we're going to be putting this one on the TBR. And then we're going to be choosing our final prompt or title of the day. So let's see what it's going to be. We've only had 1 title, I believe, in this whole thing. Yeah, because we had a bunch of prompts. Because last month we had a bunch of titles. So we shall see what we get to. Wait, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, it is the last one. Just wanted to make sure. I'm scared. I'm really scared because there's 2 books in here I know I don't want to start yet. Did I read that one and put it back? Probably. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So let's go with this one. Ooh, a book between 450 and 550 pages. Let's see if we can find one, guys. Okay, so let's see what we can find with this range. That was a really random number. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did it. Okay, so it's gonna probably have to be, I'm not gonna lie, probably gonna have to get like a fantasy. Let me see if there's any from the series I need to read. If there's any from that one. Let's see. Shadow Crown. Hopefully it's a Shadow Crown, actually, because this is the one I really want to read them. Oh, perfect. The first book I pick up. Love that. Okay, so the book I picked up first is A Shadow Crown by Melissa Blair. This one is one I've been wanting to read for so long. This came out, I think, last year because I actually am currently rereading on audio. If I can grab it, if it will let me, if you will allow me to grab A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. But it's the Owl Crate, not the Owl Crate. It's the Bookish Box edition, so it took forever to come in. And now that I think about this, I'm like, I could have just listened to the audiobook a long time ago and then wait for the book to come in, because I don't even read this physically. I read it on audio, but I love the way the books look together. It's so, so pretty. Hopefully they make the third book into a special edition, because I want that book in a special edition. But I am currently rereading this one. I'm 120 pages in, I believe, because I'm on chapter 10. And it's been a good reread for me. I was going to go just straight into this one, but literally I read the first chapter on audio and was a little confused. So I need to reread this one. But I hopefully will finish it by the end of the month. More than likely I can, because it won't even take me that long to reread on the audio. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and do a Shadow Crown for this one, guys. It's going to be my audiobook pick for the month anyways. So very, very happy. Very, very, very excited about that. So that is the completed TBR for the month of May. Ooh, this is heavy. It's a lot of hardcovers. Basically almost all these are hardcovers, so it's really, really heavy. So this is what it looks like, guys. So let's go through them really quick and do a recap of all the books on this TBR. So of course we have, carrying over from last month, we have Rooster's Vows by Rebecca Ross, which is the final book in the Letters of Enchantment duology. We have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, also going to be a carryover. Then we have Checkmate by Allie Hazelwood, which is going to be our YA contemporary romance. Wait, I don't have another romance for this month. No! I'll probably squeeze one in more than likely, but it's fine. So then we have Garden of the Curse by Katie Rose Poole, which is the first book. I forgot the name of the series, but it's the first book of a series. So I'm technically going to be starting a new series with this one, but it's fine. And then we have The Second Death of Eddie and Violet Bond by Amanda Glaze. We have This Winter by Alice Osmond, which is a Heartstopper novella. It's really, really short, really sweet. Revel by Lisa Mia Smith. Hopefully I can get through this month. This is going to be one of my top priorities, to be honest, because I really do want to read it. Then we have Cruel Seduction by Katie Roberts, which is the fifth book. Wait. Dark Olympus. No, Neon Gods. Yeah, fifth book. It's the fifth book in the Dark Olympus series. Then we have Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, which is going to be my reread for the month. And then a Shadow Crown by Melissa Blair, which is just also, like I said, it's in a series. So it's called, I believe it's called the Halfling Saga, which is a trilogy. So I will be continuing on a series with this one as well. So yes, guys, that is the TBR for the month of May. Hopefully we can get through a good amount of these. I feel like I can get through a lot of them. The only problem, like I said, is that there's actually a lot of fantasy and like paranormal in here, so there's not a lot of romance. So I may or may not have to read a romance later on to break it up, but we'll figure that out later. But yes, guys, that is going to be the TBR for the month. Let me know down below what your reading month is going to look like. What book should I prioritize this month as well? Which book are you more excited for? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.